And welcome everybody to, well, we have two in store for you this evening. It was going to be three, but we had to drop that first one, unfortunately. But we are back here and ready to cast some Master Tier awesomeness. We have Oceans versus Instinct. I'm SirDimwi, joined by Offbeat. We have one team man on the cams. And just waiting on one more player to join this game. We will get started. But Offbeat, these are teams we just saw the other day in the Elite Cup, and they both did pretty well, I think.
Yeah, the two of us were there, kind of following at least Instinct all the way through the bracket from when they joined in. It was a good, fun weekend, and now we get to see these teams again back. Clean slate, fresh cycle, 0-0 records. So they've got a clean slate. So especially for the teams that didn't do as well as they were hoping to, this is a great time to earn those seeds to start working their way now in this final cycle. Towards finals. So yeah, lots riding on this game for these two teams. Good time to make a statement now, if ever there was one.
To make a statement, also notable that both of these teams fell to Ignite in the Elite Cup over this past weekend. Oceans falling to Ignite in the semifinals, and Instinct falling to Ignite in the finals. And fun fact, Instinct and Oceans did not play in that Challenger Cup, in the Elite Cup, if I remember correctly. But what's up, everybody in the chat? Looks like everybody is here in the game, so we should get started at any moment. But of course, Instinct will be playing with their proper roster: Shimbitsky, Alkalizator, Cruisin, and Ender. Oceans was playing with Mozzie, Chrome, The Law, and Matt, their proper roster, and properly named this time, as I believe the last time we casted them, they were playing a little April Fool's joke on us, but it was a few days after April Fool's. But I think they had been holding on to it, really wanted to execute that April Fool's joke using all different names, except for Mad, because Mad isn't mad. Actually quite calm. But yeah, I am. These teams are warming up. I presume. There we go. I hear they're ready up. Also, just a quick shout out, patreon.com/VRML. Check it out. There's stuff there. There's stuff to read. There's levels. There's, you know what I mean? I thought, I was trying to do that real quick, expecting the other team to hit the ready up button while I was like saying there's 3 sentences.
Transition was all
we're
prepped.
Still waiting. Yep, we're still waiting.
So close. So
yeah.
close.
Yeah, they properly what's a good non-offensive way of saying they befuddled me?
They teased you.
Teased me.
Now we're good.
For my lawyer. We are good. We are good. Everyone's good. We are good to go here in this Master matchup. Where is everybody? There's only 30 people here right now. That is not enough, and we all know it. Especially this is the final sequel, final cycle of the season. And could this be a preview of finals? I don't know, but we're gonna find out in a few weeks. As long shot there from the law will be off the code and into the hands of Oculizer to get someone cleared out.
Yeah, getting cleared out, and the first of the disc gets Ender with that open goal, and that one's in. Nice long shot there, picking it up and picking that corner in the bottom of the net. Quick 3-0 lead here for Instinct coming out and, showing, hey, remember, they did get second place in that Elite Cup over the weekend. So, not at all surprised to see them coming out starting strong here. Though, both these teams definitely could make a claim to being the number 2 team, because both of them lost to Ignite. And I mean, no shame in losing to the best, right? As it is going to be Instinct stealing that disc back now and looking to turn it back the other way. Not quite going to hit that mail slot, though.
And also shout out to SC Skeptic, who celebrates the first goal being Ender's long bomb with a tier 1 sub. Thank you, ma'am. Of course, that is Ender's grandmother. Everybody shout her out. As Shrimbitsky gets a big steal there. Sends this one across from none other than Ender himself. Hits another one. Playing for Grams tonight. Gets 6 points on the board. Only 30 seconds later.
Yeah, great start. Ender, if you were following in the Elite Cup, was a little on and off with those threes. Hitting some really good ones, but also dinging a ton of them off the bar over the weekend. So looking really good out the gate here, going 2 for 2 with those long threes and grabbing an early 6-0 lead before not even 2 minutes have passed, as Instinct's getting a lot of the early pressure here, as Ocean's really been struggling to get over mid. They are going to do it here now for the first time. You've got Mad there with a lot of space, looking to walk it in. Doesn't have much in the way of teammates, but Mad is trying to get something across there. Has a teammate over on shoulder. That is the Law, of course, who's going to choose to reset this one all the way back to Mozzie. Mozzie looking not a lot of room there to complete that pass, and that one is going to get stunned out by Sturmbitsky, who's going to pick that one up and look to clear. Not going to get it out there. Second try, Oculusator will put that one out.
Oceans are having trouble maintaining possession here. Ender sending out one, but it will be wide. Self-cleared out of the bubble, collected now by the Law, but the Law gets the pocket picked again. Oculusator sending it in. Ender looking for the cut. Hits the cut. Shrimbitsky gets stopped there. Fantastic read by Mad. His ex-teammate, his old teammate from Kangorillaz of previous seasons. As this one gets cleared out to the near side trap, will be picked up by the Law. Open goal, sends this one in. Hits it for the 3. We are just going to be trading threes this game, as Oceans have finally found themselves onto the board, cutting that 6-point lead to 3.
Yeah, no complaints here if this one ends up being a bit of a shooting gallery, as it is always great to see these high caliber players showing off and making it look easy. Putting that one in from that distance is no mean feat. But yeah, they make it look simple, as they practice these constantly, and it just makes it, these are hard to make. As there's another one. Oh, that one, though, is going to be snagged at the line by Mad, as Instinct look to take that one right back, but they are going to get this one out, and the Law is going to get that clear all the way down into the Instinct zone.
But Instinct will get there first, so that stack already ready to go. And once again, it was Mad again stopping Shrembitsky, his old teammate, on that shot, as Oculusator sends it near side to Shrem. Lock shot of the open goal, and again, this time Mozzie shuts that one down again. It's Shrem getting stopped. Now the Law with it there in the valley gets stopped up, turn around, Ender setting it up. Shrem has Oculusator on the floor, goes for Ock, but it's the root block instead. Is able to get that one back as Scrum out of sail gets it to Ock, Ock's going to juke around. He's the most dangerous man in the bubble, but gets stopped nonetheless. Mad is on fire right now in goal.
Mad absolutely doing a great job now with 2 saves, and there's a long one. Oh, that one is just going to miss. Fed it perfectly through the mail slot. but dinging it off the post with a great chance to tie it up there. Not to be the case here, though. Strambitsky is going to take this one and bounce back, but it's stolen by the Law. The Law looking for that 3. That one is just going to miss. Bouncing down to teammate Mozzie, who's got it on the side and is going to reset that one back. As important possession here from Oceans. They've had a few chances at this 3, and here's another one behind the net. It's not 3, but it's 2, and that they will take, as Mozzie is going to put that one in. Some good disc movement, getting it back forward, and bringing this to a 1-point lead.
This thing got 2 goals in a row to start the game. Also, that's a 19 there from Mozzie, from what, 2 meters away. So we do get a timeout here. Timeout from Instinct. Looks like a player's dropped out here, so there's a quick technical issue. We'll use the moment to say the VRML content creator team is looking for aspiring editors. If you want to get your feet wet in the world of video editing, go ahead and fill out the application. Excuse me, at VRMaster League .gg? .com/careers. So it's vrmasterleague.com/careers. There's an application there. Fill that out, and if you're brand new to it, we will help you get started. There's a lot of free resources that we can direct you to, and some basic 101s. Some really easy stuff to edit, really simple stuff that you can kind of learn your way into the field of video editing because things at that level that we ask for are quite simple edits. Well, I mean, they can be as complex as you want them to be, honestly, but generally, as long as there's just kind of this baseline, Stinky Evil, be quiet. Sit down, sir. I know. Nobody says your name in long enough here. So there you go. There's your attention. I hope you feel satisfied. As Cruisin's going to handle this one for Instinct, as we are back into it here in round 1. Halfway through, 5 minutes on the clock. Ender with it on the reset. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that one's not quite going to connect, but it is still going to be a good job of Oculus here to get down to that one. Looking to reset it back, but no, that one is covered and is cleared in as it's bouncing in. This is going to be a dangerous one. It's picked up by the Law. The Law looking for that 3. And there's the first lead of the game for Oceans, as Oceans, after dropping a quick down by 6 quick, they have turned this one back around, starting bad with 8 unanswered points here as we hit the midway mark of this first round.
Yeah, Instinct not benefiting, at least not yet, from that timeout there. As once again, Cruising here, Oculus at mid, the Chain looking to attack. Chasing after that pass, so they're playing up high here. Chain gets split up, incidentally. Nice work there. So we're walking in at a numbers disadvantage. Oculus somehow comes away with that. Is able to reset that one to Cruising on the back line and right back in as they set up around the bubble again. But again, that defense is not. Oh well, it don't matter. They've got the goalie stunned out, get points on the board. They're tied up, 8-8.
Yeah, Stram with a key stun there and really planning that one a few passes ahead. That goalie stun was there right as the pass came across to give plenty of time for that quick turnaround shot. And yeah, tie game here as we've been seeing a lot of back and forth, right? The 6-0 run at the beginning, 8-0 run back the other way. Now maybe looking to settle it down here as Oceans trying to get out of their bubble with some passing, but that's not going to happen as Ender with the third long 3 of the game, putting them up 11-8 now.
Putting them up 11-8. That one, Ender hits that one from 14 meters out at 14 meters a second. And that was off of a really gnarly turnover. Instinct is really, it's almost like they have Ocean's number here. They've been doing a really good job of forcing these turnovers. They've scored more often with Oceans having the disc than I think when they have the disc on the Just Videos themselves. So Mozzie handles it. Up to the what a read there, Cruising. Yeah. But did he preload that? He had to have. He had to have jumped for that. There's no way. What is that man's vertical? That is unreal. As Chrome. Look at this movement. Look at this disc movement. Mozzie, all the jukes, all the ducks, the dives, the dips, dodging. It's dodgeball up in here.
It is, and Matt has it looking, and it's going to the Law. The Law doing some dodging of his own, and gonna put that one in off the head of Ender. Oh, so close to getting that save, but no, that is gonna go in, and that is gonna cut this lead back to 1. As these two teams have been staying like pretty close for the last little while. Now back to within 1 point, and I think we're probably in for a pretty close finish here as these two high-level master teams both chipping away in their own ways. Oceans with these slow maneuvering plays up and back the other way always. Ender with another 3, put it on the board, and wow, they're taking those long 3s every time they're presented. I don't think they've missed a single chance at those unless it's been saved.
Yeah, no, I don't think they have. They've been sinking them when they when they take them. Yeah, when they're not otherwise saved. There were two saves. Mad and Mozzie each had nice saves off of chains. Mishandle there. Mozzie is not able to get it back. He touches it, but it will be shook and loose. Oculator sends it up near side. Shram looking at the 1v1, 2v1 hits across. Ender hits him back. Trubisky will hit it for the 2, and they have a 6-point lead with less than a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's kind of been ride or die for Oceans on whether or not they succeed in getting that over the mid. They have lost so many points here to turnovers. Were it not for those turnovers on the offensive rollouts here, they would absolutely be winning this round. But you got to give full credit to Instinct, who's doing a great job of reading those and preventing them. As the stun coming out there, not quite accurate enough to put that one in for that long 3, as they are looking to move quick here as Oceans, as they are fighting the clock now, is coming in with a long bounce 3. Mozzie is gonna put that one in. A great stun coming in from the teammate and cutting this to a 1-score game with 1 minute left on the clock.
Mozzie with a really important 3 there. So they're gonna have time to respond. They could even hit 2-2s if they're quick enough, though, but they gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. Like Nestle Quick. I miss Palador. Strimbitsky, far side. Oh no! He gives it away. The law sends it out. They have a chain after. Chain is not going to be able to track it down. Cruising on the back line. Saves him, but Krem's there on the far side. Gets the slap off. It will be collected, though, by Strimbitsky. Strimbitsky up there to Oculator. Does not have a lane, so he will start walking this one up. Under assault by that chain. Still gets this one off. Over there, Ender. Edge of the bubble. Goes up to Shrem. Shrem looking at a 1v1. No, he's looking for the cut. No, actually. He goes for a long clear that a cruising. That was dangerous. As Law is going to play that one very aggressive. And then the send out there. That disc is loose there. They've got time. 11 seconds. Oculator lucky. Well, you can't be. You got to be good to get lucky. As Ox sends that one across the Ender, is able to just run this clock here. That was maybe a little bit more dangerous than it needed to be. Offbeat.
Yeah, they had a 2-on-1 there, 2 on the goalie to put this one away, and they elected to reset it all the way back to their own double diamond, a long pass that ended up bouncing off the Geo. A very risky play indeed. Instinct a little lucky to get out of that with a few chances that Oceans had to turn that one back around to get a 3 of their own, since they were playing with 4 up and out. So, you know, very, very close finish here. Oceans honestly not playing that poorly. They dropped this first round, but honestly it's one thing and one thing only causing these issues for them, and that is the turnovers on the rollouts. If they can figure out how to get those rollouts more consistent and how to be at least unpredictable enough that Instinct can't be picking up on those and getting those turnovers, they're in a good position here, I feel.
And I want to point out the Law having you know, as much attention as we were giving Ender and Strimbitsky, Oculator, and Mozzie and Krim. The Law, 6 points, 1 assist, 2 saves. Probably MVP of that first round, in all honesty. Looking over the stats, at least. Also has a steal, which is notable. So that's quite the performance there from how is he so quiet? I don't know. But I hope to see more long bombs in this second round as teams are ready to go here. As... Why are y'all thinking I'm sad? Goodness gracious. Round 2 underway. First touch goes to Oceans as Mozzie sends this one in. The Law on the near side looking to bring it. Does bring it. Hits it for the 2. That's your first goal here of round 2. 9 seconds in.
Yeah, the Law has had a couple now. I think that's the second from that spot where he just kind of dances around on the pillar, waiting for a chance to take it in. Then we'll take it in, make a move past the defender, and just tuck that one in for a nice, easy-looking goal. Great play there as Oceans getting out to this lead, which they haven't had for a little while now. So they must feel pretty good about being able to play from the front. And they're going to get another chance here, looking for that long one. It's not going to go in. Oh, and losing it off the backboard. No. Third try is the charm, though. Chrome will finally put that one in as Oceans Feeling fortunate that they were able to come out of that with 2 points after having a couple chances that nearly didn't go in.
So Oceans take a 2-goal lead here. 1 minute in. That is a nice little cushion to start this one off. They play aggressive to double stack right now, though that goal is wide open. Boom. Got to be careful about that. If you can't get that stack back, that's what happens. They know it, though. And they're going to take it.
Ender, watch Ender on our score, on our stats that we're looking at right now. He only shows us 9 points because he was the one who disconnected and came back in. But Ender has now hit 5 goals, all of which have been long threes from, like, I think one from outside the bubble, but most of them have been from, like, between midfield and Pac-Man. So the accuracy on display here is incredible. Clearly watched my play-by-play from this weekend and was not happy and has come here to make a statement as, wow, the Law making moves on that sideline again and is going to bring that one in for a critical 2 points.
What happened there? I don't know. I got to watch this back on the actual replay. I watched it back on stream. I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, let's see. The Law has it here. He pulls the Ender, gets away from the stack. That is, he should not have been able to get away with that. That was a given goal there. The Law capitalizing on an opportunity. As cruising up there to Strem, does not have a lane. Gonna get the 2v1 though. Him and Ender. Oh, the stop. That's able to get the grab. Then the Law gets there in the nick of time and turns it around, but will be in the hands of Cruising on the back line. Cruising is one man you cannot clear on. Is this one now in? Ender under the goal. One more pass and another stop. The Law will turn this one around.
They fought the Law, and the Law won. As back they go the other way, looking for that 3. Oh, wow. That one's going to be picked up off the line. Still with the disco is Mozzie getting the sun, getting the disc back, and putting that one in with a quick counterattack back the other way for Ocean. Some incredible saves on the back end to set up that counterattack, and Ocean's off to a great start here in this second round, now up by 5.
Yeah, that was a fantastic stop there. It turned it into a 2 ultimately. The 5-point lead to Oceans is Instinct on this Yas advantage. Nice play there. Who was that? Oculus far side over to Shrem. Shrem brings it in for the 2. It only took him 10 seconds to get 2 on the board there. And that's how efficient Instinct can be when they execute.
Yeah, absolutely. Oceans has, like, they've given up a lot of long threes here. It's because of the style of game they're choosing to play. They are leaving the goal fairly open and counting on them being able to get back to cover those long ones. But so far, Instinct has found themselves with a lot of 2-on-1 scenarios here where it really hasn't been much room for the goalie, as the goal is going to be vacated there. Mad's just going to say thank you very much and put that one in as, wow, didn't expect that one to open up. They didn't seem to have the numbers for that. But it goes in, and they restore that 5-point lead.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That looked like maybe an upper. No, I think he was going to cover a lane that wasn't actually there. Yeah, unforced error. I'm going to call it as Ender on the far side handling this one. Because the goalie dropped down. Looked like maybe the player that ended up at top of the goal was maybe going down below the goal, and I think maybe the goalie was reading that. But anyways, Cruising here, walking it up. Has too many bodies in the goal. Sends this one there, far side. Oculus. He's that winning for the 2. Gets him back within 3 here as we're approaching the halfway mark of the second round after Instinct did take round 1.
Yeah, pretty high scoring game here that we've got on pace for a total of 34 points if it keeps up at this rate. Both teams doing a very good job of capitalizing on their chances, or when those big saves happen, turning them back around and getting quick counterattack plays. We've seen a lot of like 4 or 5 point swings here where it's just been no 2 points for you and then 3 points back the other way. As here they move it now, they've got all 4 of them in the bubble. It's Oceans behind the goal, and that's gonna be Chrome putting that one in. And that 5-point lead, it's going 5-3 to 5-3. Neither team for the last little bit really been able to chain any back-to-back. And that's got to be concerning for Instinct now, who really does need to chain a couple of them together instead of this back and forth.
Yeah, that was a nice setup behind the goal there. That one more pass, everybody read, oh, they're going for a headbutt play here. Don't see these too often at this point in the game. And oh my goodness, it works out. As it looks like they drop a player here, and Oculus almost able to make something happen there. Unfortunately, it does turn around. Will be set out as they're short Ender now, and they have already burned their timeout, so they're just gonna have to play. unless after this goal, Oceans decide to take a mercy timeout themselves, which I wouldn't expect. But you know, you never know sometimes with some of these teams. This is Law will turn this one around. We'll be in the hands of Mozzie here. Mozzie, look, that's just a clear out there. They have a stack chasing it down, but it will be in the hands of Strem instead. As Instinct stave off any Ocean's offensive attack here. Opportunities on this man advantage, but here's maybe an opportunity. No, big coverage there by Cruisin. Stops it, turns it around though. The send out, not good. Collected by Mozzie. Mozzie sending it up, past the teammate there. That is the Law. The Law looking at the 1v2. So we'll back the spot, wait for the teammates to get into position here. So they do have a numbers advantage. And for the first time in this power play, they had an opportunity. And not going to happen as Alexander picks it off and clears it.
Yeah, that one a little sloppy as they get. Okay. Oh, no, is that one? No, that's going to go wide. But the stack is going to miss it. It's picked up by Strem. Strem looking at the 1v4 is going to wisely choose to pass out back to Oculus Hater, but they are still pressuring 3-on-4 here down Ender, who was the person who was the player who disconnected between rounds or earlier with the timeout, as it does look like he is back in the arena looking to rejoin the team, struggling with some issues, but Mad is doing a great job there holding that one out, as some good pressure by Instinct despite being down the man. As Ender comes zooming right in, ready to join the fight again, and he's got some space. He's got to shoulder, no real pressure, makes a move, and is gonna put that one in with the stun. Ender making his presence felt, unfortunately putting in his first 2 of the game, so his full clean sheet of 3s is off the table. I was hoping for that one in the back of my mind. But Instinct will take it, down only a score now.
That was so ridiculous. Just all that Instinct worked so hard, and then Ender just walks in and walks it up. My goodness, what is that? Wait, what is the quote? What is the quote from Sneaky Evil earlier? Is that you? Is that you, Walker? The Law sending it up here. I even know what the reference is to. As Chrome juking around here, sending this one up. We'll be off the mark though, and then turnover there, Cruisin. Oh, it's a giveaway there. Cruisin over to Oculus Hater back near side. Ender does not have the lane though. We'll start setting this one up on offense. They have a couple players coming in. Oh, Strem gets stunned out. That disc is loose far side.
Yeah, loose far side, and it is going to be picked up and slapped out. Good little slap pass there. Followed up with the clear, but they were not going to have the stacks to chase that one down. As Ender and Strembitsky doing a good job of getting back on that one quickly as we hit the minute 40 mark here. Still just 1 score separating these teams, and we've been seeing mostly 3s, so I wouldn't be surprised if another one was in the books. Or if, up top to Strembitsky, that he's going to take that one in. Minute 30 left on the clock, cutting this to within 1, as Ocean's playing a little more defensively here, but also making some more mistakes and losing some of these on turnovers. You got to worry that if they're starting to make some turnovers, that they might be in danger here of losing this one off the offensive joust here. Time to see if they can pull this together, though, as it is Mozzie with the disc, gonna make a duck, makes that first pass, and it looks like Oceans. No, they are gonna turn it over, as here comes that long 3. That's gonna ding off the post, and the rebound is gonna be missed. Strembitsky passed it back under, and they will put it in before the defense can get back, and just like that, Instinct has the lead now.
Oceans had a power play for the better part of a minute. Not only were they not able to capitalize on it, but the whole thing got shut down. The player that was out comes back in, scores a goal. They have another opportunity to extend that lead. They were still on the lead, and they're not able to capitalize on it then either, though. Here's an opportunity as Mozzie sends that one in. He's going to go without backboard. Not quite. Cruisin will get that one sent out here. 25 seconds. They are now down by 1. 1 point, which means any goals, it will finish the round for them, but instead it will be a turnover. Ender gets that one cleared out. Strembitsky looking to track it down. No to be Ender. Open goal. Sends this one in. Ices it. And that is it. Instinct is going to take this one over Oceans in 2. 16-12 in round 2.
Ender with that 100% shooting accuracy from outside the 3-point bubble today. Really remarkable stuff. And that does it. The clock ticks down. The game is over. And despite it being 2 very close rounds, it is going to be over in 2. As Instinct will take this one. Second round here by a final of 16-12.
Yeah, that is Instinct. Well, you know, Oceans had an opportunity there in the second round. They really did. Instinct did earn this game here. Obviously, Ender, 22 points, absolutely firing off in this game. But in that second round, Oceans had the opportunity. They had the lead. They had man advantage for a ridiculous amount of time. And not only did they extend the lead in that man advantage. They got scored on immediately following it, and then we're at no point we're able to score again the rest of the game. I don't know if that's a matter of the mental game getting in the way, but that is one where you're letting that one go, and not to be too hard on Oceans, but sometimes you got to be hard on them when they let them go like that, when they let a round go. Because for me personally, it was very disappointing to see. I really wanted to see that third round. I really wanted to see Oceans take it to Instinct. What I really want is a finals where people are guessing until the very end, and that means teams like Oceans, when they have opportunities like that, they got to capitalize. That's what's going to keep everyone guessing. That's what's going to put butts in seats, and that's where my head is at as we are in this final cycle of season 5. I cannot believe it. We're on our way to finals seasons, May 14th, May 15th. I'm not going to shut up about it. I can't upbeat. I really can't. Offbeat. Oh my goodness. I'm upbeat. You're offbeat.
I can be both. I'm upbeat. I'm offbeat. Whatever I need to be. But yeah, we definitely want that. No, of course we won't stop talking about finals. Finals is coming up end of this cycle. It's what these teams have been working towards for a long time, and it's the culmination of the best in Echo Arena. It is the event to watch if you at all care about the sport, if you play, if you watch, if you enjoy the sport at all. It's a lot of fun for all of us and a lot of fun for all the players. So yeah, we do have one more game still to come. It is GIIX versus Kangorillaz, two teams on the Diamond side, so teams that would be looking to make a push for the next Challenger Cup. So yeah, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with that one.
Good afternoon, Jackson Jills. I'm SirDimwi, and this is 3-Minute Meta. Let's talk about bubble offense. So you just got your team through mid, and you're now set to attack the bubble. There are two primary formations when attacking the bubble, deep and shallow. In a deep formation, you will typically have your backliner around double diamond or otherwise in the backfield. Two of your forwards will generally be split on either side of the trench, and you'll tend to have a striker somewhere in the bubble putting threat on the goal. The shallow formation is basically just a compressed version of the deep formation, putting the backline on or around bow tie, and with all three forwards either pressing the bubble or putting threat on the goal. The primary purpose of both formations is for the backliner to first draw out a defender, and for your team to press a numbers advantage. The ideal situation would see the backliner disabling this defender and rejoining the play. But even if the backliner gets tangled up, the numbers situation is still better for the offense. When considering the numbers when attacking the bubble, it is fair to consider the goalie as half a body. So even in what otherwise appears to be a 3v3 situation, it is functionally more like a 3v2.5 due to the fact that the goalie is committed to staying in goal but can still dive after cross passes and for 1v1s. So when we're talking about pressing this numbers advantage, it doesn't necessarily mean that the backliner is rejoining the play. So long as the backliner pulls that defender out, the three forwards can press a numbers advantage. Following this logic, however, means that going in 4v4 also presents a numbers advantage, but with so many bodies in the bubble, the spatial advantage will generally go to the defense. With too many bodies in such a small area, too many lanes are intersecting, and multiple lanes can be more easily covered by a single person. So pulling that defender out is typically the most efficient way to attack the bubble, for even if your backliner fails at getting back into the play, you are still in a more ideal situation. By attacking with a numbers advantage, you ensure that at least one of your players is mostly free of defensive coverage for the duration of the attack. This means that there's always an open lane to be exploited, and it's just a matter of executing on these open lanes until a viable shot lane or cut option presents itself. If for some reason you are unable to find that lane, consider a reset, as that fourth defender at that point is likely rejoining the play, and the more you try to force it forward, the more likely you are to make a mistake. It is also important to note my heavy use of words like tend to and typically in regards to these formations. The only real guidelines I would offer as far as your exact positioning is to stay spread out, always have threat on the goal, and be mindful of your backline. If at any point in time, from when you gain possession of the disc to when you are attacking. Welcome back, everybody. VRML 1. Once again, I'm SirDimwi with OFFBEAT. Oh, that rhymes. And we've got WNDERTMAN, also known as Interlock Studios, who I interacted with on Reddit the other day. What was it about? Oh, that's right. The CB1 is pay to win. Anyway, so we've got G2X versus Kang here. Offbeat. This is I expect quite a matchup here between two story teams.
Yeah, for sure. I remember I actually interviewed Kang right before what would have been their debut or their entrance in the Challenger Cup after the first cycle. They unfortunately had to drop out of that one because they didn't have the numbers and ended up losing their master seed as a result. But it was I had a lot of fun meeting them and talking to them. They're a bunch of great guys, and I'm very excited to see them here as they look to try and make a push back to that master spot. They are one of the oldest teams in the league in VRML, having been around in some form since all the way back before Season 1, back in like the preseason testing days of the league, back when I hadn't even heard of Echo Arena, which feels wild now as here I am, clearly the new up-and-coming face of the league, of course. As, Dimwi, you've been here a lot longer than me. What do you know about these guys?
Nothing. I don't know them.
Oh. That's fair.
I've never seen these names before in my life. Of course, Kangorillaz, the last world champions. It was Powder was world champion in the ESL. He was world champion. Him and Eclipse were world champions season 1, season 2. There's season 3. Kangorillaz won. That was the last ESL season. That was later that year. VRML got brought in, and we started over with VRML. And that was Illuminati. Took that one. Who Speedy V was in fact. So Loveridge was on Kangorillaz when they won the world championship with Shrambitsky, and I can't remember the third. It was a sealable bag. I'm fairly certain. The Speedy V was on Illuminati when they won the first VRML championship in preseason. Then Wit joined Illuminati season 2 after Ender left. And Ender went on to start Four Kings. Now Ender's playing with Shrambitsky, who is Loveridge's old teammate from when they won world championships. So fun history there. As we're started here in round 1 between G2X and Kangorillaz. And Kangorillaz almost getting a 3 there to start there. But Ava says no, but Loveridge on the back line regains possession here.
Yeah, possession as they couple good back and forth passes, and is going to be Loveridge putting that one in for the first points of the game. A nice little back and forth there as Kangorillaz is doing a very good job of kind of slowly working their way into that bubble there, making lots of good crisp passes to open targets. Not a ton of risk, but hey, not a ton of risk you need to do if you're positioning yourself well and if you are making accurate passes. So great little play there to open it up as back the other way. Now comes G2X as they've got a man in the bubble above the goal, and that is going to be Giggity Gao putting that one in. Quick answer back the other way as we are all locked up at 2.
And a lot of folks think his name is pronounced Giggity Gao, when in fact it's pronounced Giggity Gao.
This is why you are the veteran. I hope you know what you've done. I'm doing that every time I say that name from here on.
Well, that's how it's pronounced. You should. Show respect to the players. That's how we do it here at VRML.
Expect the same from you.
Larry Lulz sends it up. Ava with the pick off. And this one will get cleared all the way out and turned over there. Speedy V. We actually got to meet at the Neverland not too long ago. It was really cool. To meet someone I had looked up to for a long time. As Kaznaz, long shot, hit a head, stopped there by, who was that? Was that Lovely? Oh, what a lovely name. As Ava's looking to clear that one out. But a send back in, Loveridge scoops it, Kaznaz open goal, off the post. As that one is out of the bubble, far side.
Ender has me spoiled. I'm too used to watching those go in from any and all angles, as it is a little... that's what you get at the top of Master. But here we are in Diamond, where these teams are still working on that consistency. Definitely have the skill for it. It is mostly just about the consistency at this point. As Speedy V, just with all the time in the world, looking for a pass. There's an opening down below the goal, looking for that cut. No need for the cut pass, which was stunned out. And Kaznaz is going to put that one away as their patience pays off. Kangorillaz taking the lead back.
Kangorillaz taking the lead back. And, all that history we were going through earlier, with all the players and where they came from and whatnot. I don't know if you remember last season, the week of finals, I did a basically a replay of all previous finals. I think this time we're gonna do some history roundup, some sequences, maybe some interviews as this one gets sent in. It will be sent out by Ava. That would be the week of finals. Specifics still being nailed down, but definitely got something planned there. As Wit looks for the hook shot. Kitty Cow says no. Speedy V will get this one picked up. And if you think I can't run with my own gimmick for an entire game, I don't have that. There was no further thought. That was the end of that statement. It was leverage. So, there it is, Casas.
Yeah, great job there. Great job as most of the G2X team doing a good job of filling in and filling that goal as saves for 3 of the 4 players so far. But they are going to need to do a little more to kind of take the pressure off of the goaltending side, as they've got a bunch of saves, but they've still given up 6 points. They really are going to have to kind of get some of their own now, as Giggity Gow is sitting back on Nest with all the time in the world, but is going to have that pass intercepted by Speedy V back the other way. They've got a 3-on-1. The cut pass coming to the shoulder, but that one dings. Oh, that is a hard missed opportunity there. A bit of a lucky break for G2X, as this one will get reset back by Loveridge back into the bubble for Wit, and Wit is going to put that one in. No goalie back there in time. Nice little finish there, up 8-2 now.
Yeah, Wit hits that hook. Wow, that was difficult. Wit hits that hook. Say that 3 times fast. Everybody in chat, say that 3 times fast. Oh my goodness. Wit hits that hook. Wit hits that hook. Wit hits that hook as Ava, far side, sends it in. Chain has to track it down. This Geely Cow sends it one for Larry Law's open goal. Hits it. Not quite a 3, but still gets some points, and they've cut the lead in half, 8-4.
Yeah, was looking for that 3 as the goalie had jumped out to try and play the disc, but wasn't able to get to it first, and did end up getting punished for that one. Not as much as it could have been, luckily for Kangorillaz, as we hit the halfway points now of this first round. Kangorillaz holding that 8-4 lead. As it is now, Kaznow's getting rid of that just before the stun, and it's going to bounce all the way down near the goal, and it will be grabbed by the G2X stack as they look to counterattack back the other way, but the clear isn't going to make it through. It's going to be picked up by Speedy V, and Speedy V is going to reset back to the tunnel, where Kaznaz will take some time and figure this one out.
Kaznaz with a little leverage back across, almost gives that one away to Larry Lawls. And Witt will be tracking this one down. Good scoop back to the back lane there. Kaznaz turns that one around. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Leverage. Right place, right time. Sends that one in. Nice setup. Witt plants that one top corner pocket in the face of Lovely. That was... Well, it wasn't lovely. It was rude, Witt. Come on, man.
No class. No, just kidding. That was a nice little goal there as they extend that lead.
Hold on. Wonder, are you okay? You made a noise. Was that just me?
I think it was just you. I think you're going crazy again, Dimwi.
I might be. It's getting to be that time. Ooh, Kaznaz good stop.
Lovely.
Go ahead.
Get it up to Giggity Gow, who's going to put that one in. Giggity now for 3 points, as I have to, unfortunately, redeem my word sneak before I was able to submit it. But that's okay. The timing worked out perfectly. You cannot give up an opportunity like that, as it is put in. And G2X does bring this back to within a single score now, doing a good job of slowly closing that gap. Back from what seemed a little tough to get, as that stack is going to get in quick, but Kaznaz still gets rid of the disc. Not quickly enough, though, as it is picked up, and we've got a 3-on-1 back the other way. Diggity Cow with the disc is going to miss. That one may be looking for a cross to a stunned teammate, but they retain possession of the disc now, as it's reset back to Eva, floating in open space. Now over to Lovely on the side. Lovely making a good move on the pole. That one is going to get blocked. Second attempt, though, and Eva is going to put that one in, and we have a 1-point game.
I can't tell. Did Kaznaz get a hand on that? Did he headbutt save it? I can't figure it out. I watched it twice. I'm gonna watch it a third time. I think he got a hand up, but I still can't tell. Because he got stunned out right about the same time. He shouldn't have been able to hand on it. I don't know. I really don't know. But that was some work there by Kaznaz, one way or another. Because he was under all sorts of pressure there. Another player I got to meet the other week was Kaznaz, and he certainly has, one thing he certainly has is flow, and of course that is a reference to his fantastic locks of hair. As Kaz over here to leverage in the near side. I used to have long hair. It was beautiful. Wit sets up. Speedy B. Plants it. Yeah, there you go. They are back up by 3.
They just made that look so easy. Just a casual little pass to a cutting player, and when you get a pass that accurately on a cut, really nothing the goalie can do there. You get that, and it's just one hit dunk. Not much anyone can really do to stop that one, especially down below the goal. Good positioning on the cut, good positioning on the pass, just all around a great execution on finishing off those 2-1s, because that's important. When you've got those odd man rushes, you got to be able to convert them into points consistently. As back the other way now is Giggity Gow, passing across to Eva, who's going to take that shot just before getting stunned and bring this back to within 1, now down only 11-12.
G2X is keeping with it. Keeping with the Kangorillaz. That's something that you'll feel pretty good about if you can keep up with the Kangorillaz. You know, when you're playing against Kangorillaz, you're also playing against the mind of Leverage, who is lauded as one of the best minds in the game. As Larry lulls a juke around here, Leverage not able to get that one away from him. Lovely sends him across. Will be in the hands of Ava. Ava bringing this one in. Lovely. Oh, hits the 3. Oh, that is punishing. That puts him up by 2. That is something as Kangorillaz are going to have less than a minute here to answer.
Yeah, the goalie wasn't stunned. The goalie wasn't distracted. That was just a beautiful shot, reading where the goalie was, where the goalie could reach, and just putting it out of reach. That's a hard shot to do. Wasn't even right on the edge of the bubble. Was even out there a little bit. As, yeah, a great shot as G2X now up by 2 points. And Kangorillaz is going to take their time. 30 seconds can seem like not a lot, but if you've got possession of this and you're able to control it, it should be plenty of time to move up well and get a chance. But they are going to lose possession here as Larry Lulz now is going to cross it to Lovely. Giggity Gow with it is going to clear it all the way down as we are counting down 10 seconds left. That one's going to miss, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be picked up by Eva. Thrown in for the final nail in the coffin. G2X going to take this round 1.
G2X taking this round 1. What place is that team in? I've got to look. I want to see where they are on the ladder right now against this Kangorillaz team. G2X currently in 17th place. They are basically 7th on the ladder. Click is out, so really they're 6th. So if Challenger Cup was today, G2X would be in it. That is notable. So this is a team that is going to be fighting for that Challenger Cup spot. They want to get in. Of course, the way this all works is in this 3rd cycle, you get to that Challenger Cup, you get in a Master Tier, the final cycle. There's no 4th cycle for that spot. You're going to finals, so you can get a finalist badge after playing the 3rd cycle on the ladder by making your way through the Challenger Cup at the end of the season, and that is what it looks like G2X is trying to do. But they have some competition. Zen, previously a Master Tier team, Corrupt, have been touching it for a while. Gen C have been touching it for a while. Tensor, it's been on the way up. Atlanta Storm has been on the up. Kangorillaz, a historic team. There is a lot of competition that they're going to be up against as they fight their way up the ladder here in this 3rd cycle to try to get in to the finals, which are when? May 14th, May 15th. Offbeat. Come on, man.
My dad's birthday. Come on.
Is it really?
Remember it. Yeah, it is. May
It's
14th.
funny. The Challenger Cup, May 7th and 8th. My birthday's May 7th.
Woo! I'm going to be May 7th. I'm going to be, I'm going to have to figure this out because I obviously want to catch some of those.
I'm going to be 24.
Nice. I also just booked my tickets to Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness on that day. So, we'll have to figure that one out. As the first points taken here by Eva, as it is going to be, G2X taking the early lead here.
Wonder, I swear, if you say you didn't make a noise again, I'm going to fire you. What'd you say? Priorities. The man says priorities. As Leverage on the far side, handling this one from Kaz Naz. As Leverage across here. Speedy B there, already through as G2X kind of let them walk into the zone here. But you know what? They won the last round, so I can't be critical as Larry Lulz might get this turnover here. Almost gets there. Not quite. Speedy B with the stuff. I would have went across the Leverage. Leverage back across. Hits Speedy. Speedy back across. Leverage gets read there by Lovely. As they get a stack here. That is a clean clear. Though that bounce there is going to get it up to the ceiling. Opportunity. Ava takes a shot. But it will be slapped away there by Kaznaz. As Giggity Yow handles that one. Oh, I missed it. I messed up. Loveridge turns it around. He gets that one clear. All the way to not Giggity Yow. See, I made up for it. As Lovely handles that one on the back line.
I don't know, SirDimwi. I think you're on timeout now for a little bit. That's pretty inexcusable.
I don't participate in word bans.
As this one is cleared all the way down, it's going to float near the bubble, and that is a nice, easy tap in for Wit. Sheesh! As the game is now tied.
No, that don't get a sheesh. No, that don't get a sheesh. You want to know why it doesn't get a sheesh?
Why does it not get a sheesh?
Because Wheat, oh my goodness. Wit should headbutt it.
The man paid for a sheesh, but
Wit should headbutt it.
Yeah.
Nah, what are you talking about? No, too good would have been a headbutt. Headbutt for a 3. Come on, man. You know better. We all know better. Study the head hitbox. Study the head hitbox. Oh, nah. Nah wants to fight. You want to throw down? You want to throw down, little man? It's Ava turning it around. Oh, my goodness. Just gives that one away. Big stop. Giggity Cow. Saving his team. Since that went away. Well, I mean it like you're younger than me. I don't mean it like small. As Giggity Cow hits that one from 19 meters out, puts his team up by 3.
Okay, so let's talk a bit here about everything that Giggity Cow just did on that play. Reaching through the goal with the hand to keep that one out, pulling the rest of the body through, clearing it down, getting the restack, picking it up, and sinking the 3. Incredible all-around play from Giggity Cow.
That was absolutely phenomenal work there. GIIX in the lead here in the second round after taking the first round over the Kangorillaz, we will note. The Kangorillaz. As Kaznaz walks this one up. But of course, if Kang is watching the VOD here, I'm not saying that as wet. Beautiful feed there from Kaznaz. I'm not saying that in the capacity of, like, I'm not dogging you guys. It's just recognizing, you know, you guys are the Kangorillaz, and that's like a storied name. Like we gotta pay our respects. Yeah, if you were nobody, I wouldn't be making a big deal about it. You know what I mean? So it's like the what do you say? It's like I don't know. It's like a double-edged sword, I guess.
You've earned the right to get teased. You've earned the right for us to throw shade.
I'm not throwing shade. Why are you gonna face it like that?
Drama.
Ooh, almost.
Ava. Oh my goodness.
Let's get it. Goodness gracious.
Got the 3. Got someone there ready to clean up in case it goes wide. Everything working out great there for G2X. 4-point lead now.
Con with a common question in the chat, but we will answer it. Asking, hey, are you going to do hostings tomorrow? We call them casts. Do the cast just choose randomly, or the casters? It's not randomly. We tend to. There's kind of each of us have our own little priority system when we're looking at games cast based on like when games are scheduled, who's scheduled, what's around it, and all that. And the other thing we look at is hype votes. If you want your game cast, use that hype vote system, because there was like a game we picked up earlier. Unfortunately, we had to step out of it. But a game we picked up earlier was specifically because they had 11 hype votes. So if you use the hype vote system on the page there, that definitely helps you get casted. And send it here. Is that going to be on? No, just wide, but they're in the area with it. Oh, the shot goes wide.
You've got your whole team in that bubble. You don't need a. You should really be prioritizing taking a shot that, even if it doesn't go in, your teammate's in a good position to pick up, as that one is going to ding off the post. Lovely, nearly putting that one in, but it is picked up by Ava on the other side with all the room in the world, getting that shot off and putting that one in the net, taking the lead now up 6, as G2X is looking to put this one away in 2 rounds, and they are on the right track for that.
And Nira asking, hey, so how does VIP work? 1, I'm not really sure. 2, I'm pretty sure it's just a channel point sync. Because 3, I think the only thing you get is like a badge that says channel VIP. I don't think there's any perks other than that. So you can definitely buy it, and I think Palador would have to apply it to your account. But I think the real purpose is that it's a channel point. It's just something to spend your points on. I don't. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe if it makes you feel better. It's Kaznaz. Says it there. If it makes you feel good, you know what I mean? If something makes you feel good, you know, I'm a channel VIP over at Arena VRML. Definitely spend the points, but otherwise, you know, save them for the betting and all the other fun stuff. You know, give us some hydrates because I'm thirsty. Thank you, at A2 the K.
And speaking of the channel points and getting cast, if you do watch the stream and gamble really, really well, you can save for the reward here, which is Cast My Match, which you can redeem on a stream, and then you just reach out to people on the production team, and you can get one of your matches guaranteed cast for the low price of, I believe it's 15,000 channel points. As while we've been discussing this, Kangorillaz looking to make this make a bit of a game of this as they're moving in now. They've got space, they've got the cut, and they've got two. That's Loveridge putting that one in, and suddenly we've got ourselves a 1-goal game.
1-goal game indeed, and King Who Run It. That is King Who Run It. How do you get the Cast My Match? You hit the channel points button down below. Same way you do you redeem any of the channel point stuff. Same spot. It's one of the options down in there. Then you would reach out as Offbeat said. You would reach out to somebody on production. Any name that pops up in your head is lovely. Sends that one in. Kaznaz though stops it. Yeah, less than 3 minutes to go here, and as Offbeat mentioned, we have a game here. As that bounce almost goes right to Speedy, but not quite. As Ava on the far side is able to get a hand on it, but Wig gets it right back, turning it around. And then Ava gets it back again. Goes for the ceiling shot. Is that going to be on? I don't believe so. It goes wide. It bounces to the near side, where it's collected by Giggity Cow. It brings that one in, but it's not out. And we'll turn over again. Kaznaz with the clear.
Sometimes those weird bounces are exactly what you need. If you know you're not winning that race to the disc, if you know your stack isn't going to be there first, you make it bounce as weirdly as possible. So coming in second, you have all the time in the world to react to it. As Speedy V going the other way with a great pass, hitting Kaznaz in stride, moving down the arena. It's like top speed. Hits that perfectly in stride and perfectly turning that one around and throwing it before the stun, getting an excellent 3 points there. And Kangorillaz have worked their way back now, and they have the lead. 2 minutes on the clock.
2 minutes on the clock indeed, and Kang with the lead. Giggity Cow handling this one. Yeah, that's tough. It's tough to keep going. Larry Laws. Sends that one across into the hands of teammate. I believe it was lovely. Sends that one across. Ava trying to pull the ender on Wit, and unable to, as Wit is the anti-ender. I don't know if anybody knows that, but that is Wit's universal categorization. Is the anti-ender. It's a bounce there, puts it right near the goal opportunity. Kaznaz gets a hand, but it will go in nonetheless. 12-11. G2X have taken the lead back.
Yeah, nearly a little too slow and confident, tucking that one back into the net. Kaznaz doing a great job of getting real close to stealing that one off the line, but not to be the case. But doesn't matter. There's still time left for another move up and for another goal. As Kangorillaz with the disc, they are gonna have a little disconnect there, as it is picked up by Speedy, not aware that Ava was on the back, and Ava got to put that one in from a wild angle, throwing that one up over the shoulder. And with a 4-point lead now, I think that just ices the game, doesn't it? That's the game.
Just basically, yeah, they're going to have, 24 seconds. So basically 4 seconds. Yeah. That may have just been the ice. Yeah, G2X. All we got to do is hit 20 seconds, and that is a game over. He's looking for maybe one more. Shots quite off. Will be collected there by Leverage, turning that one around. Does get it cleared away. But yes, G2X will be taking a victory over the Kangorillaz in 2 here. Wait for maybe one more goal here to end the round. Currently 15-11. This is that's definitely a win. As the spinning there, Larry Lulls let everyone know how he feels about it. That is going to be a big victory for these guys. You know they're going to be talking about this for a long time. So shout out to Kangorillaz, because that's your legacy. Your legacy certainly makes people feel good when they're able to get a victory every year. But of course we love you guys. And Wet, see you on the next argument. But yeah, round 2 here, done in 2. G2X, 20 points to Ava. Ava absolutely popping off in this game, I think.
Yeah, it was a bit of a wild one. Kangorillaz doing a great job of storming all the way back there after being down for so long and not having much going. Then they finally put it together and then lose it right back the other way. It was a bit crazy, as wow, Ava looking at that scoreboard with the 20 points, nearly matching what we thought was an incredible output from Ender in the last game. Yeah. Incredible job there. Didn't expect we'd see anything near that mark for a while. Never mind in another 2-round game, because there's only 2 rounds to get all those points. As yeah, great Great game from both these teams. Look, both of the games we had here today, both over in 2, but both very close back and forth games. And that is what I really do like about doing these Diamond and Master games, is the parity. Yes, some teams play more consistently and will have the higher records, but these teams show that they absolutely can and do take rounds off each other from year time, no matter how far apart in the standings they might be.
Indeed, that is the case. But yeah, with that, those were the only 2 we were gonna. Well, we were gonna do 3, but we ended up just doing the 2. So yeah, we are done for this evening. Of course, just a few things. Patreon.com/VRML. Do it or don't. You know, would be cool if you did. But if you don't, it's all right. You know, no pressure, no obligation. It's all good. It helps. But you do you. You know what I mean? Also, finals, May 14th, May 15th. Yeah, this is cycle 3. May 14th, May 15th. What was that? May 14th, May 15th.
Offbeat's
May
dad's
14th.
birthday. Don't forget.
May 15th, indeed. So with all that, we're going to get out. So I've been SirDimwi. That was OFFBEAT, Offbeat. And Wonder T-Man on the camera. As we thank you very much for watching us. Be sure to call your mother, and we will see you in the next one.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.